I was listening to that Flowing on the Blue Line. I was listening to that Goons Moon. I was listening to Agony Tragedy. I listened to This Is Hip Hop. And I did not know that me and you had so many songs we did together. And I correlated that to how it's going on now. I was like, it's almost so PC. We about to bring back the Third Reich because we can't. You can't. It's like, I mean, you can't. You can say whatever the fuck you want
I'm
to.
still gonna say whatever the fuck I want to.
You're gonna get canceled and. Oh, he said this. He's homophobic. Oh, he said this. He's pro domestic violence. No, it's art. It's art. If you don't want to say whatever the fuck you don't want to say, then don't say it. But if you really want to put these things in place, you shouldn't be able to say whatever the fuck you said because I'm offended. Be ready because believe me, the go cry to the government. They're like, oh, I agree. He shouldn't say that. As a matter of fact, we're gonna ban this use of this word and make it illegal, like we did abortion. And then, matter of fact, everybody, cold yellow curfew, get your ass in the house, even if you were an adult, by 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Keep playing. Keep tampering with people's rights to do whatever, just because I'm sensitive. I don't like when a motherfucker say, I hate black niggers, but I don't want to silence the motherfucker.
No.
I'm just going to call you a crack-ass cracker.
And keep on stepping.
And keep on stepping. You know what I'm saying?
Just like you got the right to say that, I got the right to say this, and we can both be angry at each other as we walk away and go about our business.
I'm telling you, when you do clips and shit on this one, you need the songs we talked about, at least those two, or those three, Agony Tragedy, the old Flowing on the Blue Line remake, the Sticky Man, where they were one-on-one. You would throw them in there because that shit was hilarious. The Phenomenon shit, it was hilarious. But I say that to say this. We have a thing now, a genre within hip hop. I don't have no problem with it. It ain't my biggest. I'm not a big listener of it, but I was, and I didn't know it because I wasn't hip to this kid. I got put on to this kid, the young man, XXX Tentacion. He's an emo rapper.
Yeah,
and
I like some of his music. I liked some of his music. Not all of it. It wasn't for me, but
what do you think about that last album he made, though?
I didn't hear his entire album. I listened to a couple of songs on it. I mean, it was all right. I mean, like I said, it was good, but it wasn't for me. So it wasn't for me. I think it was sad the way he was killed. But his music's good and it reached out to certain people, and those were his fans. But was I an actual fan of his music? I couldn't say I was, but I didn't say that his music was whack or anything like that, or he didn't have talent. Just his music wasn't geared to me, my demographic. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's how I feel about it. I mean, I listened to his music, checked it out. Was like, and I knew about him before he had even all that stuff happened to him, and
right. I knew about him before, but just before, like I know about him when he did that song that I did, like the "Look at Me Now" joint. To me, that was dope.
Yeah, I knew about him before then, way before then.
The song, the video he put out for that is segued into another song. I had to sit back like, oh, this fucking kid can rap.
Yeah,
he
can.
He gets fucking spit. And rest in peace to that young man. That was another tragedy. When that happened, it just. Here's the thing. A lot of people within our age bracket, a little bit younger, a lot older, tend to seem like, or come off like they're blaming these young fuckboys that I just shake my head. Nigga, you sound like your fucking dad. That's what your dad was saying about us when we were fucking out there doing the same shit. Let's not act like these kids made up gun violence. Let's not act like these kids made up gang violence. Let's not act like these kids made up drug using. Their drug choice is different from what it was. Or in our era, it wasn't cool to smoke crack. Thank God me and you, we can say, and Black Gay and Fats, we never smoked crack.
Yeah.
But we had that in our tribe. We had a brother fall victim to that. You know what I'm saying? We had a brother fall. We had a couple of brothers actually.
Yeah.
Two, and don't forget young Black Keys. Remember Black Keys? We had brothers fall victim to the whole crack and
situation.
And that shit. Yeah, but we were the dealers of the shit. And
Well,
You know, I
back
don't
then.
know that you can champion one more than the other.
Well, back then
You know,
the difference back then was uh in music or rap music, the drug use wasn't it wasn't drug use, it was drug selling. And then in this era
yeah.
is drug use, not drug selling. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Hmm.
You put the lean in your cup, you popping perks, you get the E, you do all that shit. Back then it was most you did was smoke some weed, drank liquor, and
Yeah.
every so often you get a song like from J.O. Felony,
Jail for that's
Sherm
what I was
Stick.
gonna say. The gangbangers were smoking Sherm, and they would
Yeah.
tell you that on that monster music they were smoking on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can't say they because I hit it. You know what I'm saying?
But
You
I'm just
know,
saying
brother,
that's how it
we
was
have
back
brothers in
then.
the tribe that fucked with that we know of. But two notable was brother Box, brother Fats was more on the Sherm shit than everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, nobody else did it but me. I dabbled. But boxing and Fats would go with the Sherm shit. You know, they
Yeah,
would really
yeah.
go. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just
And
saying, like
by the
that's
time
what.
they was doing it, I wasn't doing it no more. You know, I had did it before I got in link with them.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is back then that's kind of what in that era that's what it was. And then before that era, the real golden era, it was conscious rap.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All conscious rap.
But that was dope too, though.
No, I'm not saying it wasn't dope. I'm just saying it was all the main platform was conscious
Yeah,
rap.
yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying that was dope too.
Yeah, yeah.
I love all hip hop, and I guess what I'm leading up to is
I mean,
we have a
KRS-One
thing.
was the champion for that.
BDP was the shit. BDP was the nigga. You couldn't tell me nothing
Love's
about
gonna get you.
my beloved. Don't talk bad about my beloved BDP. But see, I
Love's
would
gonna
listen
get
to
you.
BDP. I would listen to the Boogie Down production, and then I would go listen to Compton Most Wanted because
Yeah,
on that they still gaffling. It's kind of that little saying boom, boom, boom,
yeah,
boom, boom. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It was still there. You know, they used that kind of like
Uh
little
huh.
clip. Or at least I believe they did. It sounds similar.
Yeah,
If they didn't, but yeah, it was you had it's like going grocery shopping. You
yeah,
can pick from all this shit, and it wasn't nothing wrong with champion any of it. And now they have a genre called the emo rap. It's not really in my vein. I appreciate it when I got hip to the young man XXX Tentacion. I went back and started checking all his catalog. And yes, he was very much an emotional rapper. He was very talented, but
it was dope.
it goes into the next thing I want to talk about, the emotions. Emotions are of a human being. The emotional aspect of a human being is normal. Men have emotionals. We have emotionals. Duh. Men have emotions.
I was gonna just
We're
let you
emo-
bub that shit that
yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm gonna correct it when I catch it, and then you catch it when I don't, and vice versa. But we're emotional beings as human beings. Period.
Humans, period. Yeah,
Yeah, emotional expression is has always been, I guess, in a sense, but it's more frowned upon for a man. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Uh, I get confused what with these mixed signals that we send to society. Like I know firsthand, hear a woman say, "I think it's great when a man can be vulnerable, whatever," and then be mad and be like, I don't like all that, and they gonna cry and shit. Like, bitch, make your fucking mind up, because I can be a hard ass or the average man, not me personally, but even me. A man could be just all the way a hardcore dickhead and say, fuck it then. If I'm
yeah,
going to express my emotion on the vulnerable side, and because you got your fucking pussy on your shoulders, now it's something to make fun of. Well, I might as well be a roughneck asshole all the fucking time. You know what I mean?
yeah. But I think it also comes down to just not so much. I think it boils down to how we evolved as a race in general. I'm talking about all humans, just in general. Typically, the woman was the nurturer, so she has to use communication more and all that, and emotion. And men were more the hunter gatherer. We just go out and kill and bring back the kill, and feed the village. And
Right.
so I think in some instances, it's it's that, and then in some instances it's just how we evolved as we got older in our species, where we
Right.
come that way. But to me, personally, if a man shows and this other thing, as we get older as men, we become more emotional.
Right.
It's just part of
Yeah.
our evolution because our testosterone lowers. It's just the natural thing, and that's where we get our from. Is our nuts, basically. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
what
You
would he say?
know.
What he say? What he say on what's his name? The dude that played Black Jesus, Slink Johnson. Check your nuts,
Yeah.
nigga.
That's my shit, Black Jesus too. Shout out to Sling, shout out to Corey Holcomb
Yeah,
and the whole crew.
but
You
back to
know.
what I was saying. Back to what I was saying. I think that's what it is. It's more, that as far as a man having emotions, I don't think it's a weakness. But
Mm-mm.
but I do feel it's a weakness from both women and men when they make judgment calls off of emotion.
Yo, it's the ugly. I'm about to break it. Man, fuck that. Check it out. Power and momentum. Vocal bullets bring the holes to your building. Same time, feed the souls of your children. Closed minds get exposed to the vision. Same time, double-edged sword to the throat of the serpent and kingdom. Kinda hard not to walk in the blues. Hard to walk the avenues where they ain't got no shoes.